Hey guys, it's me Sandy, aka no, that was my old channel. It's me Sandy from Life is Better in Pink. So we're picking up on another part to my where we left off my DVD collection. Hold on just a sec. I gotta get a sip of soda because my throat is dry. Okay, so I put my little sticker here where we left off. And I'm going to put that over here. And Jason Takes Manhattan. Yeah. Okay, sequel to the Jason movies. It is really bloody and gory. They're on a ship. These teenagers are on a ship heading to New York. And yeah, like everybody is, like people have talked about, how does a ship from Crystal Lake get to New York? Yeah. Yeah, how does it get from a lake to an ocean? That was kind of weird because if you ever seen the original Friday the 13th, they are just where the lake is. How would that lake? There's like no way that lake could attach to the ocean in any way. So yeah, but you know, these kids, they're seniors. They're off on their trip to New York, and Jason gets on the ship, and he decides to go on a killing spree. And yeah, it is really I love it, but you know, it's not the best in the series, but it's still cool. Stay Out of the Basement. This was a R.L. Stine movie, and I've seen some people on YouTube talk about it. It's creepy. These kids, their father is a scientist, and he's making some creepy things in the basement, and yeah, it is really good. Yes, this movie, this is the original miniseries. I have not watched the new remakes of it. This is for everybody who doesn't know. I am scared of clowns. I have been scared of clowns since I was a tiny little kid. I mean, I was like maybe 1 or 2. And when I was like 2, I can remember this from being 2. I remember this clown doll that my aunt gave me, and I hated that thing. And as I grew up, you know, I just hated that stupid doll. When I was like 3 or 4, I mean, I hated that stupid clown doll, and I gave it to my other aunt, because I could not have that stupid doll in my room. I was so scared of it. I hate clowns. And yeah, this movie did not help me in any way of not hating clowns. I have the book, but I still have not read the book. And I will read the book eventually. But, you know, I don't think I'll ever get around to watching the remake of it, or the second movie of it. Yeah, it is plenty enough for me. Yeah, I just can't think of clowns. Clowns make me creep out. Stephen King's Riding the Bullet. Really good movie if you guys have not seen it. I read the story a long time ago. Yeah, but I love all the Stephen King movies. Mean Girls. This movie, it's supposed to be like a comedy, but it still gives me those feelings of, yeah, being bullied in high school. I was bullied in high school, and I still can't watch this movie without just like freaky, you know, just feeling the pains of that time in high school. I don't watch this movie that much. There may be people that love this movie, but you know, it's it's good, but it's still, you know, for people that have been bullied, it's kind of, yeah, it might trigger a few things. And I just can't watch it that often. Survival of the Dead. Another, I think this is in the, this was part of the Night of the Living Dead movie series. It's towards the end, but when they were making some movies towards the end of the series, and I haven't watched in a while. What is this one? The Omen. Oh, this is the original The Omen. Yeah, I love the original Omen. If you guys have not seen the original Omen, and you love horror movies, yeah, it's a must watch. The Walking Dead. Love The Walking Dead. Yeah, what more can you say about The Walking Dead? It's like, it's the bomb. Children of the Corn 2. Have not watched that one in quite a while. But I didn't really, the Children of the Corn movies, there was only like one of the sequels that I really liked, and that was Isaac 666. And it was where the like main character of the first movie came back. He was like in a coma all these years. You thought he like died, and he was in a coma all these years, and he comes back. And yeah, that one was really creepy because you get to see the guy that he who walks behind the rose. But 2, it's okay. Critters and Critters 2. Love these movies. These alien monster things come down, and they can just like, they eat everything. They look kind of like a little hedgehog, and they just like eat everything, and they're like creepy. And it was just like, I loved that movie as a kid. I watched those Critters movies. I think I've only seen 1 and 2. I don't ever remember seeing the rest of them. I'll have to check that out and see the rest of them. Fear. This has Mark Wahlberg in it. It's his, like, I think it's the only horror movie he's ever made. It's a thriller. And watching him torture this family, yeah, you just want him to die. You want somebody to just kill him and get it over with, because he is so ruthless and evil to this family. So, yeah. Fear. But when I watched it the first time, I was like, oh, you can't kill Mark Wahlberg. She's like so dreamy. Okay, and yeah, I think it came out in like the early 90s too. The Glass House, really good thriller if you guys have not seen The Glass House. These kids, their parents are really wealthy. They die in a car accident. They go to live with this, the friends. They're supposedly, air quotes, the friends of these kids' parents, and they're like left as the guardians. And they live in this house, and it's like all glass. And these guardians, again, air quotes, are really creepy, and you find out they're up to no good. So yeah. We have Meet Mr. Kringle. This is actually Miracle on 34th Street. We got it for $1. Used to love that movie as a kid. I don't watch Christmas movies that often, but yeah, it's a really good one if you guys have not seen it. Daddy's Girls. I have not seen this one in quite a while. I know it's about this guy. He has 3 daughters, and his ex-wife, she's not a good woman. Yeah, let's just put it that way. She's not really good, and he's fighting to get his daughters back, and it's really good. I loved it. Monsters, Inc. Yeah, I'm not a big Disney fan, but I actually like Monsters, Inc. I love Boo, the little girl in this movie. She is so cute. and I just love that movie. Strangeland. I don't remember what this is. It's probably a horror movie. Yeah, like I said, I have not watched all of these movies in quite a while because I have a lot of movies. So I'm just going to have to sit down one day and just like, well, few days and just like go through when there's nothing on TV and just like watch movies. Because I could watch movies for quite a while and never watch the same movie twice. Dead Alive. This was a zombie movie, yeah. And I have not watched, like I said, I haven't watched in a while, but I love horror movies and I have quite a few. Kyle XY, love Kyle XY. Larry the Cable Guy, Get Her Done. This was one of his comedy specials. Dead Silence. This is a really good horror movie if you guys have not seen it. It's one of the better newer horror movies because a lot of the newer horror movies I just don't like because, you know, the plot lines are just ridiculous and everything, but I did love this one. Yeah, you gotta see it. It's got weird looking dolls and ventriloquist dummies in it, and yeah. Blaze of Glory, really funny. If you guys have not seen it, you need to check it out. It's really funny. Tales from the Dark Side, love that show. Nightmare on Elm Street. This is the remake. And just give me a minute, my throat is dry. You know how I am about remakes. But this was the most terrible remake they ever made. And, yeah. The movie was decent, but the guy that they got to play Freddy, he was horrible. But, you know, I don't like when they remake a movie and they make it sucky. But the plot line and everything was decent. It's just the acting of the guy that they got to play Freddy. He's just, in my opinion, he is not Freddy Krueger. Saw the final chapter. Love the Saw movies. If you guys have not seen the Saw movies, yeah, and you love horror, check them out. Hancock. Yeah, this is a really good movie. It's got Will Smith in it. And it's really funny. Okay, so we're going to leave off here and we're going to pick up in just a sec with another part.